Man, I love music videos. When I was younger, I used to wake up every morning before school, turn on the TV, and immediately switch over to Much Music. For those of you who don't know, Much Music is the ghetto, low-rent Canadian version of MTV. But it was great. I would sit down and watch their hour-long block that was dedicated to music videos. You never knew what you were going to get. Granted, it was mostly pop music, but every now and then, you would get to see some hard rock, or maybe even a heavy metal music video. Before the internet, this is how we would find out about new bands and music. It was like looking into a different world when you discovered a new band. Hell, I still remember the very first time I saw a Marilyn Manson music video, and how he scared the crap out of me. But I think we can all agree that the glory days of the music video are long behind us. MTV doesn't play music now whatsoever, and Much Music here in Canada doesn't even exist anymore. Sure, music videos are still being produced, but they just go up on YouTube now. We get an Instagram story telling us about it, and that's it. But back in the day, it used to be a big deal when a new video was about to premiere, and that's just not a thing anymore. With things like Spotify, it just recommends what we already like. We never have to discover anything new or venture outside of our comfort zone. Talk about boring. It was nostalgic memories of those days that made me sit down and just start going through old heavy metal music videos online. It's not quite the same as what it used to be, but it did help scratch that itch. Some of them were cool, others were weird, a few were great, while others were near unwatchable. But after spending hours watching countless metal videos, it got me thinking, what is the best metal music video? Well, I think I have compiled a pretty good list of what are the top 5 in my opinion. But before we get into it, don't forget to check me out on social media. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and I have a Twitch channel now, so I will be doing some live streams real soon. We'll hang out, talk, play video games, and just have a good time together. Also, don't forget to check out my paranormal podcast, The Lost Campfire, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. I just wrapped up the first season, but I am already working on new episodes. And if you have ever had your very own paranormal encounter that you would like to share, you can send your story to thelostcampfire@gmail.com to possibly be featured in a future episode. I can't wait to hear what you guys have experienced and to share it with other paranormal enthusiasts. But now, let's get down to the top 5 heavy metal music videos. Starting out at number 5, we have Marilyn Manson's Astonishing Panorama of the End Times. When it comes to Manson music videos, you usually know what you're going to get. Some heavy music, lots of weird imagery, a creepy goth dude, and if you're lucky, some hot chicks. But we got something pretty cool and special with this one. For those of you who don't remember, there used to be a TV show called Celebrity Deathmatch. This show would feature 2 claymation celebrities fighting to the death. And in one episode, we got Marilyn Manson versus Ricky Martin. Now, what does this have to do with music videos? Well, the animators for Celebrity Deathmatch actually did a full music video for Manson, and it's both weird and cool at the same time. It starts out pretty typical, with just the band playing on stage. But things get strange when a TV spider monster and a two-headed, three-legged monkey are introduced. It might not make a lot of sense, but it sure as hell is entertaining. My only complaint here is the rest of the band was totally sidelined. I mean, that is pretty typical for a Manson music video, but at the time, the other members of the band were pretty cool. Also, I don't know who the hell they modeled the drummer after, but it sure as shit wasn't Ginger Fish. In the number 4 spot, we have Amon Amarth, The Way of Vikings. Generally speaking, if you have ever seen one Amon Amarth music video, you have seen them all. There's fire, swords, axes, burly bearded men, Nordic runes, and Viking cosplayers. So I was expecting more of the same when I heard that the song The Way of Vikings was getting its own music video. But boy was I wrong, and I couldn't have been happier. Now, that song is about 2 Viking warriors having a sparring match. But in this video, they set it in Prohibition-era United States. And instead of a sword fight, they turned it into a game of cards, and a bare-knuckle boxing match. That may sound like a mess, but I think it works perfectly. The slow-motion card game, mixed with the brutality of these 2 guys beating each other senseless, meshes well with the song. It also really helps that they had a very big budget. I just wish they would take more chances with their music videos and go in weird directions like this more often. Yeah, Viking stuff is really cool, but it does get redundant after a while. So have fun, do something strange. Let's get more stuff like this. For number 3, we have a very interesting Alice Cooper video. Now, I'll be honest with you guys. I typically hate Alice Cooper music videos. They are all nearly identical. The guy has no camera presence, and the cheese factor is cranked up as high as it can go. Feed My Frankenstein does get some love, but that's just because Wayne and Garth are in it. But back in 2008, we actually got a triple-hitter music video from the album Along Came a Spider. They took the 3 singles from that album and combined them to make a mini-movie. Now, Along Came a Spider was a concept album about a serial killer obsessed with women and spiders, and Alice plays the murderer. In the beginning, we see him stark raving mad in the asylum. Then, for the second song, he breaks out. And then we see him continuing his killing spree in the finale. This mini-movie is pretty creepy, and it tells an interesting story. And I'm just happy to see Alice Cooper doing something different. Also, it has Slash in it. He doesn't add anything to the story, but Slash is just a cool dude, so I don't see anyone complaining. For the number 2 spot, we have Immortal, All Shall Fall. A quick YouTube search will show that Immortal doesn't exactly have a good track record with music videos. They are usually incredibly low budget, and the guys aren't exactly comfortable in front of the camera. Overall, their past videos were just clumsy and clunky. But all of that changed when they released the video for All Shall Fall. Gone were the days of poor production and awkward acting. This is polished, professional, and you can clearly tell that they had a lot of fun making it. And the record label must have been really invested, because they clearly spent a lot of money on this. They even had a helicopter for the aerial shots. But here's the great thing about this music video. There isn't much to it. It's just the band playing on a snowy mountainside. They didn't need an intricate plot, lavish lights, and dozens of extras. Just them, their instruments, and a kick-ass song. Also, you can't leave out the highlight of this video. The goddamn crab walk. After all of that, it was difficult to choose a number one. But after much consideration and soul-searching, I think I found the perfect one. But the funny thing is, this music video didn't come out till 30 years after the song was released. I am, of course, talking about the animated video for the Ozzy Osbourne Lemmy Kilmister collaboration, Hellraiser. Never in my wildest dreams would I have thought that this song would ever get a music video so long after the original release. And to get one of this caliber is even more surprising. It starts out with the boys just screwing around on an old-school arcade game, before we find out that aliens have invaded Earth and have started turning humans into zombie flesh-eaters. And yes, that is the exact same plot of Plan 9 from Outer Space. Now, our only hope are these two metal gods to stop the alien menace before it's too late. But those alien bastards stole Lemmy's base, which they need to activate their power crystal. Don't worry, it all makes perfect sense. This music video has pretty much everything a metal fan loves. There's blood, gore, aliens, monsters, demons, black magic, booze, and enough Ozzy and Motorhead references to make the true fans smile with glee. The only thing it's missing are some titties. You smash all of that stuff together with a badass song, and you have the perfect metal music video. But I also like how this acts as a tribute to Lemmy as well. I just wish he was still kicking so he could have seen it. So there you have it. That's my list for what I think are the very best metal music videos. But I should acknowledge that this list is far from definitive, and I can pretty much guarantee you that I will be doing a follow-up to this with even more awesome music videos. But now, I want your guys' opinion. Do you think these were the very best metal music videos? Or do you have your own favorites? Let me know down in the comments. Also, I hope this video was able to bring back some good memories of when music videos were awesome, and inspires you to hop online and go watch your old favorites. But overall, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Oh, and don't forget to stay brutal.